why the hell are Arsenal making games way more difficult than it needs to be? We are, come 90th minute, or sorry, in the 80th minute, I am there begging, hoping that Southampton don't score a second goal and equalize. I mean, what's happened to our defense recently in these last two Premier League games? Yes, Arsenal have just beaten Southampton 3 goals to 1, but let's just say the end scoreline isn't accurate to how we got there at the end, because let me tell you, that first 45 minutes here, let's be honest, was absolutely boring. It was side to side, nothing, no creativity, no cutting edge. And then come second half, we're there 1-0 down to Southampton, and now we're there absolutely shitting our pants. What the hell are we going to do now? I did have a feeling that we were going to win the game, but I was just like, come on, like, I hate the fact that we are having to go 1-0 down to Southampton for us to actually play well. Let's start off with the lineup, okay? The lineup comes out a lot of changes. Now, for me, I do not mind changes, okay? I don't mind it, but for me, it's the thing that really got me frustrated is the time when we needed, the time at the changes happen. Why are we rotating when there is literally an international break? I think next week or something is international break. Why the hell are we rotating? What is the need? Like, we against Leicester, you saw we didn't play too well. Why are we rotating? Like, this is a Premier League. Every team has its own challenges, okay? Not even like Southampton are 20th in the league or wherever they are, but the way they played today, you would think, how the hell are these guys fighting for relegation the way they fought today? But that's the one thing that I was just, a bit confused by. The fact that we are rotating with a week to go, with a few days to go till international break. But let's just talk about that lineup, okay? What I have learned today, Gabriel Jesus and Raheem Sterling are just not it, okay? Sterling, I'm not that surprised, but Gabriel Jesus, I really thought this was going to be a season where he comes back, especially last season, okay? Last season, he had a lot of injuries, and this season, from the start of preseason, he looked really good, he looked really sharp, and I thought he was going to carry that on throughout the season. But today, man, he was just, I don't know with Jesus, there were many moments in the game where it felt like he could release the ball much quicker, but he ends up holding on to the ball for too long, always on the floor. Raheem Sterling, same thing. Raheem Sterling, I'm not surprised. Look, we got him on a loan. At least we know now we're not going to extend the loan, but there's just many moments for both of these players where I just felt like they really could have done better. Yes, I know they're not the same players they were at Manchester City, but even the basics, holding on to the ball for too long, making the right decision. I don't expect Raheem Sterling to burst past 3-4 players and put in to top corner. I know he's not the same player he was a few seasons ago. He has lost his pace, but I just felt there was so many times where he was losing he was just, I don't know, I just felt like sometimes he was making the wrong decision. But he wasn't actually the worst player on the pitch. I think actually first off he played quite well. I think of course he was to blame for the first goal because he wasn't aware of his surroundings, he lost the ball. But Gabriel Jesus, by the way, that is the one player I'm very disappointed by today. I think today he was just so sloppy, honestly, just so sloppy. It just felt, every time he gets the ball, he's always on the floor or he's just making the wrong decision. So, but I think we've come to a conclusion here. Gabriel Jesus, he's just going to be an off-the-bench player. Right now, Arsenal's best forward is Kai Havertz, okay? And today, 3 players deserve big shout-outs, okay? 3 players can leave their field with their head held high. And those are Kai Havertz, Saka, and Martinelli. The rest of them played average, but those 3 all deserve big praise today. Saka, 1 goal, 2 assists. That assist for that Martinelli goal, what an assist. Like, I thought for a second he would have put too much power onto it, which is very common in these type of crosses where he just goes out of the pitch. But what an assist. And you can see he's playing with a different level of confidence this season. I think he has like 7 assists or something in all Premier League right now. He is absolutely on fire right now. And as well, I know the second goal was kind of handed to him, but still good finish. But Saka he's just on form right now. And every week, Saka's always been compared to other players, Cole Palmer, Phil Foden. I really do not care anymore. Saka, if they think Saka is the worst of all 3 of them, so be it. Like, we know what Saka is. This guy is just borderline world class right now. I still think just maybe more in the Champions League, but this guy is performing at the top level. Consistency. Even when you're not playing well, you need to produce moments, and that's what Saka is doing. Kai Havertz. Okay, Kai Havertz today, after he went forward, after he went striker, which is his position from now on, this guy was a threat throughout the whole game. That goal for the first, that you know, the technique and the shot for that first goal, don't underestimate it, okay? Well, 1-0 down, it comes to him, first time shot, and he just wraps it around, hits the post. Ramsey can't save that, and it's very important because, you know, the pressure was building and he could have easily taken the safe option and passed off or laid off to someone, but he took the responsibility. First time, shot it, goes in, and we're back into the game. And I think today he deserves massive credit, Kai Havertz, because he was there all around the pitch, fighting for the ball, second balls, he was there, you know, just throwing himself around the pitch. So today, Kai Havertz deserves massive credit, and, you know, he's finally finding his feet at Arsenal. You could tell that, you know, from last season to this season, it's two completely different players. This Kai Havertz is more hungrier. You can tell he's always trying to get, you know, trying to get the end of to the end of the ball. He's always trying something. Martinelli. At one time of the season, we were actually debating whether Sterling replaces Martinelli, but I think that conversation is long done. Okay, maybe it might creep up again, but Martinelli, he's on form right now, especially after PSG played really well. I think not PSG. I think PSG played decent, but from Leicester, he really carried it on, and Manchester City as well. Actually, no, it was Manchester City. He started it, and he's carried on, and he's finally finding his feet. And you could tell the goal meant a lot to him. And what a finish as well. When you look at it, he had to cover a lot of distance to get to the end of that, and he could have been offside. So credit to Martinelli. You know, you could tell he loves Arsenal, and I'm sure, and I hope that he carries on for him. Arteta, on the other hand, please, let's not rotate that much again. What's so disappointing is the fact that the players on the pitch really should have done enough to win the game, but it's just so disappointing that we're coming to a point where, you know, we're having to now say Jesus and Sterling are not even good to beat Southampton. Yes, it's not just them, because for me, I felt that Saliba could have done better for that first goal. I think he gave the attacker, or whoever the Southampton goal scorer, way too much space. I think he could have done better. But there were just moments where Jesus was just taking too long on the ball, dwelling over it. But yeah, but I think one thing Arteta needs to realize is to have set players in set position. Just like Gabriel and Saliba are always going to be centre backs, he needs to come to the agreement soon that Kai Havertz is literally just a striker. Okay, he doesn't play well in midfield. His main output right now, so his main position is a striker, and you could tell by that finish as well. Because I'll be honest, I don't think Jesus would have scored that. I think he would have probably run straight and dribbled straight to the goalkeeper. But yeah, and another thing, we need to make these games way less difficult than it needs to be. We're here fighting for our lives against Southampton come the 70th or 80th minute or something, and you know, Southampton could have really scored as well. There was one part where they hit the crossbar from corners. So honestly, we need to cut out this rubbish and actually just kick on, start being teams with clean sheets. None of this going behind first before playing well. Honestly, it's going to catch up to us, and today it almost caught up to us. But of course, but yeah, that's just my thoughts. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are. Who was your man of the match? For me, I would give it to Saka, but Kai Havertz is definitely up there. But yeah, let me know in the comments. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. Catch you guys in the next video.